sorry I'm not with you today, but this is what I would like you to do. You should have already did the vocab drawing activity. You should already know how to do that. Should be good to go. Next up, yesterday we worked on characterization, and we looked a little more deeply at some characters in your story. We haven't actually had class yet today. Today's Tuesday right now for me. So I don't know if you need to finish doing that at this point in time. If so, I'll reflect that in the agenda. Otherwise, you can get right to this character practice tic-tac-toe. The sub has paper copies. Otherwise, you can do it here. So you're going to, like tic-tac-toe, complete 3 of these character activities. We're thinking about the characters a little more deeply and a little bit more creatively. So you have to do 3 in a row. It could be horizontal, it could be vertical, or it could be diagonal, but 3 in a row touching each other. So you can look through them. They should be pretty self-explanatory. A lot of them have to do with talking to other characters. This would be a little more fun if I'm there with you to see how you do. So it's especially important for you to write to me about how it went. Okay, so you are stepping into the shoes of your character from yesterday. So if you analyzed Daisy yesterday, today you actually are Daisy. Hi Daisy, how's it going? So as Daisy, you will make a social media account for yourself, post 3 times, find another character's account if you can. There should be at least one other person who does this. Comment on their posts, so tell me, is it on Instagram or whatever, what's the username, and I'll look you up. Make sure it's public. You can use your phone for this. If you do this one, find another character and debate something from the book. So if you're Daisy, you could find Gatsby and you could debate about something, or Tom and debate about something. What'd you guys debate on, and what was the resolution? For this one, write a 4-line stanza of a poem about yourself. Don't say your name in the poem, and then we might try to guess who you are. You could write that on the back, another sheet, whatever. For this one, with another version of your character, so I would have to find another Daisy. Together, me and this other Daisy will create 3 memes that represent us, represent Daisy. You can draw them or do them on the internet and just have them on the bottom here or on the back or whatever. So this one you'll do with another person. So if it's on your paper, I'll see it, but also say completed with whoever else you worked with. For this one, write a letter to another character or person mentioned in the novel that we didn't really analyze yesterday, and tell me about your summer so far in a minimum of 2 paragraphs. With a different character, reenact a section of the book for a minimum of 90 seconds. So if I'm Daisy, I could reenact a section with Nick. I'll write down which part you reenacted and how it went. For this one, come up with 3 questions, not just yes or no, open-ended questions. You would want to ask a different character. So if I'm Daisy, maybe 3 questions I would want to ask Myrtle or want to ask Jordan or whatever. And then I have to go find that person and ask them the questions. So write the questions here and their answers. If you need more room, another sheet, back, whatever. For this one, identify a physical item that represents you. So you don't need to find it in the room, just identify it, tell me what a physical item is that represents you. And it doesn't need to be in the book either, you can think abstractly. And then if you can, find another character who did this same thing and have them share their physical item. It could be another Daisy or it could be someone else, and kind of talk through that. Finally, choose your favorite song as your character, Daisy, for example, and explain why it is your favorite. It doesn't need to be from 1922. It can be present day. I don't care. Tell another version of your character, so I would go talk to another Daisy about my choice, and they will give me feedback about that choice. Okay? So choose 3 of those. You're welcome to do more. Minimum of 3 in a row. Write how they went. Have fun with this. Give me some good ideas on here about how it went. After you are done, and if you did it on the computer, you'll just submit here where it's linked. If you did it on paper, put it in the block 2 bin over by the door. After this, you'll get into your digital guide group, talk through chapter 5, update your digital guide, and then for our class discussion today, We're going to do an online discussion so that I can see it. So question people, you start us off, but anyone who would like to pose a question, you may do so. To ask a question, you hit reply here, and ask a better question than this. You will hit reply, so only post one question at a time, and then anyone who wants to answer will reply to that question. So you reply to the overall discussion to post singular questions. To answer the questions, you hit reply to those posts. Alright. When you're done with that, you can read chapter 6 until the end of class. If we have time, if I were there, I would kind of gauge this. I want you to do a type 2 at the end of class, kind of reflecting on Fitzgerald's characterization. Why does he characterize them in this way? Otherwise, don't worry about it. Alright, enjoy, have fun. You can email me. I'm not going to promise that I will answer you. Otherwise, we'll talk through this stuff tomorrow. See you then.